If you're an active buyer or think you may be one soon, this video is for you. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the video. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, thank you so much for checking in today. I hope you're all doing great. So yeah, here's the thing, folks. Today we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into some of the things that we should be thinking if we are actively looking to buy, if we think that we may be looking to buy soon. And anybody that I hope at this channel eventually wants to invest in real estate. Again, I always say this, 95% of all millionaires made their money in real estate. And it wasn't by owning their primary home, it was by owning other people's homes. I want to gear us to continue to look at real estate more as a vehicle to wealth than it is, just basic shelter, which of course it is. So no matter where you're at, whether you're just a first-time home buyer, investor, whatever the case may be, this video is in fact for you. So one of the things is, folks, one of the things I want to make painfully clear right now is I know there's a lot of industry people on the internet. I know there's a lot of industry chatter. I know there's a lot of data. I know there's a lot of statistics. I know there's a lot of projections. And I just want to take a moment right now to blow all of that out of the water. We are in uncharted territory. I don't care. Listen, I'm an industry insider. I'm a real estate investor. I'm a real estate owner. I'm a landlord. I absolutely love real estate. It's afforded me much in my life. It's certainly, I don't base my self-worth on what I own or my possessions. I've had to learn the hard way not to do that. I've lost my real estate before in the last real estate bubble of '08. Lost a house. It was no fun. I had to do a short sale on that property. It was painful. It was tiresome. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. But I absolutely love real estate. I love being a real estate agent. I love coming along people to buy their real estate. I was out and about today and at a store, and I ran into somebody I helped buy not too long ago. And it's just so nice for me to run into people that I've helped with their real estate. And at the end of the day, I'm probably a very rare breed when it comes to salesperson that you will ever meet. And so with that being said, folks, one of the things I really want to do today is kind of prepare you coming up for air, kind of prepare you on how we should be looking at real estate right now, moving forward, right in the biggest real estate bubble ever produced in world history. I know a lot of us caught the bug. We want to buy. Everybody else is buying. We're seeing people getting underneath huge payments. We feel like it's safe because if other people are doing it, we want to do the same. There's a lot of monkey see, monkey do out there. But the reality is, folks, is that one of the things that we really need to look at right now today is what we need to be doing in terms of buying right now. And the reality is, folks, I'm expecting some inventory to show up. Now, for one, this is winter and the holidays, which automatically can reduce the amount of supply, the amount of inventory. So once we get through this period, we are going to naturally see some inventory come onto the market. But because, like I said before, there is nothing normal about this current market. I don't care who you are, where you work, what you've done. I don't care, because no one can really get a proper, accurate read on this current market because of the pandemic and what happened because of the stimulus injections that we received. We've just never seen this before. This is uncharted territory. It will have blowback. The dust will settle. We will pay the piper. There's a lot of gaps to fill. There's a lot of we got to read between the lines and look through a lot of cracks right now. But I'm going to help us navigate through that right now. And one of the things I want to let you know, folks, I really anticipate we are going to see some inventory coming back on the market. I have seen, because as an active real estate agent and a paying member of the multiple listing service, I see a lot of listings being removed, a lot of people pulling their listings off the market. And we're seeing that's starting to echo a lot of pre-pandemic type of behavior in the real estate market. For example, a lot of times if somebody comes on the market during the holidays and winter it's not because they want to. It's typically because they have to. But let's say I had you on the market during summer, and I mean, it would not be uncommon for a real estate agent to have a listing on the market for a whole year. And if we get to winter and holidays, a lot of times we're going to pull the property off the market. We're just going to remove the listing and maybe let it have a chance to settle and then come back on the market as a new listing a month or two later at a new price, whether it's the same, different, up, down, doesn't matter. We pull we will pull properties off the market. And so we're seeing potentially some of that going on right now as well. And then the second thing is the mortgage forbearance and eviction bans ending. We're seeing more evictions taking place. We're seeing more people going ahead and coming to market because they were in mortgage forbearance and they couldn't get caught up for whatever reason. There's a lot of people that just purely want to capitalize on the gains that they can take right now in their properties and maybe go downsize and just do that. But the reality is we will see some inventory hit the market this year. And I'm anticipating possibly, like we've talked about before, it just wouldn't shock me one bit if we see a complete flip-flop from buyer herd mentality to seller herd mentality. We are so hypersensitive right now with this real estate market. Make no mistake, with FOMO and everything else going on right now, it could be, like we've talked about, this is very much psychological warfare. This is very much a mental aspect right now, the way people think, sales, psychology, everything's involved right now. And any one thing could tip the market. Barring a left field, out of nowhere, black swan event that comes on and just contagion and fear forces people to market, or if it's just purely we see inventory start to come on and then mainstream media start to report on a softening housing market, anything can tip the market at this point. So as we move forward, folks, in final thoughts, the way we should be thinking right now is watching those properties that are on the market now, stuck on the market through the holidays, continue to be on the market. Anything that has days on market, people were there because they had to be, not because they want to be. Why else would you be on the market during winter and the holidays? You wouldn't. A good agent, as much as I love to take your listings, I would just tell you, hey, listen, holidays is not the best time to be on the market. We should come on the market after the holidays. So if you're an active buyer, if you're planning on getting out there and placing offers, and that's what I really want to remind you folks, place offers on property. Don't come in with these over asking price offers. There's typically going to be properties out there right now that you do not need to do that anymore. And if you have an agent that's telling you you do, fire them and find one that'll go look for those properties that are stuck on the market, going through price reductions, that are actually a sharp enough agent that they can go to the seller side and get a temperature check. If I'm dealing with the seller side, I'm going to talk to the other agent. I'm going to butter them up. I'm going to be their friend. I'm going to say, hey, what's the temperature check of your seller? How bad do they want to get off the market? Have we gotten any other offers? What are those offers looking like? It helps me go to you, my buyer, and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on that side. Based on the feedback I'm getting, this is the range I believe we can come in and place our offer and probably get this property under contract. And that's another thing, folks. Once we get a property under contract, that's when we order our inspections. We get our inspection report back, and it's going to reveal all the problems with the house. And then we can go back again, because now we're in negotiations, we're under contract. We can say, hey, we're going to make a request for repairs and get money back. It's another negotiation tool that will even save more money. But it's really such a multi-layered dynamic. It really takes someone being sharp and ready to do that work, that understands people. And so again, folks, this is the time. If you're buying, if you're getting ready to buy, if you're actively buying, I want to meet you wherever you're at in your home search, whether you're a first-time buyer, investor, whatever the case may be. I know there's a lot of people on the sidelines. I know there's a lot of people that are not. My job as a full-service real estate agent is to meet you wherever you're at. So I hope that helps a little bit. If it does, I just politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Go make it count today. We'll see you on the next video.